Something I hear a lot and am also guilty of is the notion of wanting NASCAR to go more old school. One of the biggest gripes being with the ever changing point systems. But when I look back and throughout the history of NASCAR, I saw something a little startling. NASCAR constantly has changed how they determine the season point champion. So, in a way, the last 15 years are kind of back to form. With that being said, what we're going to do in this video today is take a brief look at each system and look at some of the details of them. Keep in mind that seeing how all of these systems were in different eras means that what was stressed as important enough to be points worthy has changed over time. So what may seem stupid to a modern audience is much more impressive to a prior audience, and vice versa. So we of course need to start with the original point system. This system lasted for 3 years, from 1949 to 1951. The primary criteria for points awarded would be in order of prize money paid. For example, the winner of a race with a purse of $3,500 would be awarded 175 points. Second would get 157.5 points, third getting 140, fourth getting 122.5, fifth getting 105, and so on from there. Drivers who won the NASCAR Grand National Championship under this system were Red Byron, Bill Rexford, and Herb Thomas. The second system lasted for only 2 years, from 1952 till the end of 1953. The formula remained the same, but the purses rose. A purse of $4,000 paid 200 points to the winner, 192 for second, 184 for third, 176 for fourth, 168 for fifth, and again so on from there. A purse of $25,000 paid 1,250 points for a win, 1,200 for second, 1,150 for third, 1,100 for fourth, 1,050 for fifth, and again so on, decreasing by 50 points per position from there. Tim Flock and Herb Thomas won a championship each, respectively, in this time period. The third system was the same formula with a changing points payout for varying purse sizes. The system would go on for 8 years, from 1954 to 1962. To this day, this is currently the second longest tenured NASCAR point system in history. Champions from this system were Lee Petty 3 times, Buck Baker twice, and Tim Flock, Rex White, Ned Jarrett, and Joe Weatherly all scoring one lone championship with this system. The fourth point system lasted for 3 years, from 1963 to 1965. NASCAR would stagger what races awarded which amount of points. An event paying between $4,200 and $6,000 was awarded the winner 400 points, decreasing by 16 points between each finishing driver. Events paying $7,000 to $10,000 would award points per the NASCAR rulebook, which read, events paying over $10,000 awarded points on the basis of 50 points per $1,000 posted by the promoter. The convoluted point system provided Joe Weatherly, Richard Petty, and Ned Jarrett with championships, respectively. A fifth system would be used in 1966 and 7. The 400 points awarded to a winner and 16-point deductions per position was adjusted for drivers earning between $5,000 to $7,000 on the purse money, with events between $7,000 and $10,000 awarding the winner 500 points, with each succeeding position earning 20 points less each. David Pearson and Richard Petty both won a championship apiece under this system. The sixth system, used from 1968 to 1971, awarded points off the basis of how long the event was. Events 249 miles or shorter awarded 50 points to the winner, decreasing a point per position. Events 250 to 399 miles awarded 100 points to the winner, decreasing by 2 points per position. And events 400 miles and longer would be awarded 150 points to the winner, decreasing by 3 points per position. David Pearson won 2 titles under this system, with Bobby Isaac and Richard Petty earning titles as well. The 7th, 8th, and 9th systems were all one-off systems. 1972 awarded points per lap. 0.25 points per lap for tracks under a mile. 1 mile tracks awarding half a point per lap. Darlington awarded 0.7 points per lap. Mile and a half races awarded 3/4 of a point a lap. And Michigan awarded a point a lap. Tracks 2.5 miles or more awarded 1.25 points per lap. Richard Petty would win the title in this system. 73 kept up the points per lap with another twist. Winners got 100 points with 2 less per position, and winning earned 25 bonus points. Benny Parsons would win the 1973 title with 1 lead lap finish under this system. 1974's system was to take the money won from track purses in dollars, then multiply by races started, and taking the number and dividing it by 1,000. Seeing how far along NASCAR is at this time, I'm just going to say that this is probably the dumbest point system in NASCAR history. Everyone on Earth would agree with me, I'm pretty sure, with the exception of Richard Petty since he won the championship that year. The complex stupidity drove NASCAR to make a lasting change. The 10th iteration of NASCAR's point systems would last for 29 years, from 1975 to 2003. By far the longest lasting point system in NASCAR history. Each race would award the same points per position earned in an event. A winner would be awarded 175 points, with 2nd through 6th decreasing by 5 points each, 6th through 11th decreasing by 4 points each respectively, and 11th on down decreasing by 3 points per position. Additionally, a lap led earned 5 bonus points, and the most led garnered another 5 bonus points. The system outlasted the next closest tenured system in history by 21 years, and was used throughout NASCAR's largest growth period ever. Champions under this system included Dale Earnhardt 7 times, Jeff Gordon 4 times, Cale Yarborough getting the first 3 championships in a row ever. Darrell Waltrip got 3 championships as well, while Richard Petty and Terry Labonte won 2. And Bobby Allison, Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace, Alan Kulwicki, Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart, and Matt Kenseth all earned 1 championship respectively under this system. Due to both undramatic championship battles, Matt Kenseth winning the title with 1 win, a new title sponsor, and a new CEO, NASCAR would once again go back to its roots in changing its system. 2004 through 2006 used the first edition of the chase system. In this points system, points were awarded per race the same as before, with the exception of a winner getting another 5 points that they wouldn't have had before. The top 10 in points accumulated with 10 races to go, as well as those within 400 points of the leader, would qualify for the chase for the Nextel Cup. The leader started the chase with 5,050 points, with each position down having 5 points less. Whoever had the most points at the end of the season won the title. Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, and Jimmy Johnson all got 1 championship with this system. Due to fan favorites Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Tony Stewart missing out on the chase between the years of 2005 and 2006, it was changed again in 2007 and lasted until 2010. In this, the 400 points rule was scrapped, but now the top 12 qualified for the chase instead of 10, and were reseeded in order of wins, with all chasers starting with 5,000 points and 10 bonus points each awarded per win. For individual races, the winner yet again got another 5 points added on from before. Jimmy Johnson won the title every year of the 4 years using this system. 2011 saw a bit of an overhaul. For each race, the winner earned 43 points, with each succeeding position having a point less until 43rd had 1 point. 3 points would be added for the winner as well as a point added for laps led and a point added for most led. The top 10 in points would make the chase, as well as 2 wild cards. The wild cards would be the 2 drivers who had the most wins and were in the positions and points between 11th and 20th. The top 10 would be reseeded with 2,000 points each and 3 points added per win. Wildcard drivers could not garner these bonus points. Tony Stewart, Brad Keselowski, and Jimmy Johnson all won a title under this system. 2014 saw another major overhaul. Points per race did stay the same though, with the exception in 2016 due to the downsizing of the field to 40 cars. This meant that each position would get 3 less points each. In the new chase, anyone with a win in the top 30 in points that made the entire season qualified, unless NASCAR granted a waiver. The rest were determined by points. Of the 10-race chase, there would be 3 rounds to downsize the chase field from 16 to 4. The first 3 races eliminated the bottom 4 in points who did not have a win in the round. This would repeat twice more until the Final Four at Homestead. The Final Four then would decide a winner-take-all championship fight for the title where the highest finisher would be determined champion. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Jimmy Johnson all won a championship under this system. So in 2017, it changed again for the final time as of recording this video. Rounds and winner-take-all final races would stay. Each race awarded 40 points to the winner, 35 to second, and 1 point less through 36th place. 36th through 40th all earned 1 point each. There would be no bonus points now for laps led either. Instead, there would be 2 stages in each race awarding 10 points for stage win with 1 less point per position through 10th. Again, it was win and you're in, but now instead of the chase, it would be called the playoffs. Playoff points would be awarded with 5 playoff points per win, 1 playoff point per stage win, and for the top 10 in points. First would get 15 playoff points, second would get 10, third would get 8, fourth would get 7, and so on from there. The playoff points would also transfer now within each round. The bottom 4, who had either not won in the round or were the lowest in points, would be eliminated. This happened 3 times, just like the 2014 chase system. Once again, the final 4 would fight it out at Miami. As of recording this video, Martin Truex Jr. won under this system in 2017. So that's it. All 15 of NASCAR's point systems. Let me know what your favorite one is down below, and then also tell me what your least favorite one is. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, have a good one.